Hello everyone, Phoenix61 here with your World of Warships shenanigans for the day, and shenanigans we will provide this time. So I am going to this is going to be, you guys know me, I love me some Shimakaze. I am one of those douche canoes that plays Shimakaze from time to time. I think it's probably like my go-to like comfort ship. If I lose too many games in a row, like I'll go play Shimakaze, right? But we do, and if you know me, like I don't mess around in like training rooms or play versus AI, right? So we have our feature video after this short clip in this Atlanta is going to be our 1000th kill in the Shimakaze, right? So you guys know me, I like to, every time, I say this every once in a while, you can brawl with any ship, it's just the amount of time that you get to actually do the brawling with that can be limited, right? And the Atlanta is not a ship to be aggressive in, right? So my original plan here with this match was to kind of push up into the A cap here and get behind this island and try and, just fire spam ships, right? This ship has like some floaty bullets, right? We'll switch to AP as this Algerie comes full broadside to us, and we'll be able to pump him full of 5 Citadel hits. Switch back to HE and get a couple of torpedo hits on the Gneisenau here. And so in a matter of like a minute or two, right, we've kind of pulled our weight already in this game with 58,000 damage, a kill, plus a little bit more going on this Gneisenau. I know I'm not going to last very long, but I was just like, I couldn't believe we survived as long as we did. But anyway, so now we'll go back on to what Plan A originally was, now that we've got 68,000 damage at the beginning of this game here, which was, let's try and get into the A cap, help with the zone, and then see who we can kind of shoot, right? So this is kind of one of those ships where you want to kind of get behind island cover, right? You don't have great armor, you don't have a lot of health pool, right? You don't have, laser guns, right? So it's all a matter of getting behind cover is typically the best way to go with this ship, and then, lobbing bullets over top of, mountains and islands and all that other fun stuff. But we've got a carrier on this side, and so he is going to pick on us, and then there is also a destroyer that was in B as well, and so I think he becomes problematic as this Renown pushes up on us also. So we'll have to see here. Okay, so yeah, here we go. We're unspotted now, and this was my original plan here, right? But as this Renown pushes up, I think he probably knows I'm the only one left over here, and then I was kind of concerned about the destroyer, right? So that has got to be, I was gonna say that's got to be the destroyer that was picking us up, but maybe not. He must have gone the other way. But yeah, so since this Renown was gonna push out and around, I was like, all right, I need an exit strategy. Let's see if we can get out of here. But yeah, he's going to get some hits on us here. He's challenged the zone, right? We'll try and angle, and it kind of only can do so much. We only have so much health left to play with, but we did trick the fire on him there. And then it would be nice, right? Yeah, so there's the Fubuki. So that was my concern, that regardless, even though this Renown was there, I'd probably end up getting spotted by the Fubuki and have to deal with him, right? So but yeah, so I just that was a fun, good, lucky interaction in the beginning there in that game, and I couldn't believe we did as well as we did, right? But typically, if you don't, most people aren't going to push around islands like that, and so it ended up just working out for us because they came into our, onto our half of the map. But I don't even remember if I ended up winning that game or not, right? We died so early on, I was like, screw it, we're going to do something else. But yes, Shimakaze for today's video, for the rest of it anyway, right? I think I was at either, 998 or 997 or, somewhere around there for kills. And we did have it display on the front of the ship for this unique camo that we've got here that I think we bought for steel back in the day. And then, yeah, we get a little bit lucky here. There's only one destroyer, which is always nice to see when you're a Shimakaze player, right? Less destroyers is typically better for you because pretty much any gun or any other destroyer out there in the game at legendary tier has better guns than you, right? So, and then, yeah, we can see that C is getting capped here, so we're going to be extra cautious, right? So we know that that's most likely the destroyer. So I am pointing myself away. Yeah, we can see on the front of our ship, 998, right? We need 2 kills to get over over the 1,000 hump here. But yeah, most of the time I'm gonna have better concealment. I don't have full concealment build here. I have a little bit more of a balanced build with regards to like some speed and torpedo damage and stuff. So, but yeah, it's another Shimakaze player, and we have just slightly better concealment than he does. So we are able to spot him, and he hasn't been able to spot us. But I am going to move up, and then yeah, just being pointed away, right, has like helped us dodge torpedoes from him. And then it also gives us that chance where we can just move away from the area when we need to, right? So I'm going to be I'm going to play the smart move here and move away from him.
Enemy cruiser sunk. Good work, servant.
While our torpedoes reload at least. It is always nice, like if I had some help, right, like the cruisers on my flank are kind of tucked behind the island, right? If I knew that they were coming and pushing up, I might take the risk and go in there and try and spot if they were going to help me, right? But we'll play it smart for the time being. We know where he is because the zone's still getting capped, so we at least know where he's at. And then I can circle back around here while our torpedoes get reloaded. But yeah, we get the 1 kill on the board. I think was that the golden lion, right? So it's always fun. It's always nice to destroy the paid ships when you're in a free ship. Was either I couldn't remember if it was the tier 8 or if it was the legendary tier. All right, so here we go. Shimakaze spotted. We'll slam on the brakes here, right? So my concealment is 5.4. And he looks like he wants to duck back into his smoke. So he was at 5.5 there, we can see. And then since he's in the smoke, I was going to take the risk and fire the guns. But then we do get spotted. So I'm not sure if it was him that spotted us or something else picked us up. But we'll drop our smoke and play it safe here. And then because like everybody shoots. Everyone's like, Shimakaze, kill it. Right, so we got a lot of fire coming at us, and people are blind shooting into the zone, right? And we probably don't want to hang out in here too long, right? Because, well, in the smoke screen, there's a good chance he's going to send torpedoes right back at us. So we move up just a little bit, enough to pick him up again. We're trying to cheese the concealment range here. We know he is just slightly worse than us on concealment. So we can push up and get him spotted, and then stop, and then, keep him spotted while we're not spotted. You get it. You get it. But yeah, now we're capping the zone. And again, we got to kind of wait for our torpedoes to reload here. But hopefully we've scared him off. Nope, he's coming back. He may have potentially backed up into the zone here. Yep, there he is. Okay, nope, he's circled around. So yeah, this is kind of where I'm really just kind of trying to keep him spotted in hopes that, I got 4 ships behind me, right, that potentially could shoot this guy. Right, so just trying to keep him spotted and use my concealment, right? We're at 1/4 throttle here, just so that we don't move up too quick. And that's my whole plan, right? Just keep him spotted. And we can maybe cheese the last little bit here and see if we can sneak the kill. Nope, Zhao got him. But yeah, nothing else had line of sight on us, so once he died, right, we're undetected again. Somebody did get a shot off on us, though. We're using, of course, unstoppable, so I don't mind having the steering gear damage, right? We can still turn a little bit. So we'll let that run out on its own. Solid 13,000 damage for this game.
It's a go.
And somebody finished off the Des Moines on the outside flank. Right, so I'm kind of looking at the mini-map here, right? We've got 4 or 5 ships, including myself, over on this flank, and there's only the 1 cruiser left, right? So I'm already headed towards B to see if I can't help spot those battleships. You keep in mind, we are the only destroyer for my team, right? So there's nothing really to spot those enemy battleships. I'm going to have faith in my 3 or 4 team members over here that they could probably take down that 1 cruiser. Now, albeit does look like he's already planning to kite away, which typically you don't want to do, but we do get a torpedo hit on him, and it also is a Brisbane, right? So, a decent hit from a battleship such as a Yamato, it can take that thing out, whether he's broadside or not sometimes. So yeah, nice job there. So now that flank's completely empty. and we have 4 ships on my team over there on that flank, right? So that's why we started moving in this direction. Now we've got this Conqueror and potentially another battleship spotted from on the enemy team. So we'll do our duty and cap this zone and keep these battleships spotted for my teammates. And of course, yes, if we get the opportunity to send torpedoes at them, we will do that, right? I'm only at 1 kill, right? We're at 998. If you look on the ship, we're at 998 kills. So you need at least 1 more for our 1000th. Got Schlieffen over here. He's kind of low already. We'll keep moving up and out. And the main is out there. He's just out of range. But we could fire torpedoes at this Schlieffen, hopefully. Get some hits there. Looked like he was going to cut in, so I kind of shot a little bit short there. And then we've got the zone capped, so we can kind of continue to do whatever we want now. Looks like some other people are spotting these battleships now as well. May have overdone it on the torpedoes there, but I just wasn't sure which way he was going to go, but we should be able to get that kill. So that should be kill number 1000. Thank you, sir. A couple of those torpedoes. That main looked like he started turning back in, so he might be in line. He might be in the line of duty there with those torpedoes. We'll have to see. Then yeah, I kind of figured I would come out here, right? We'll get the last zone capped. And then we can pick on this Conqueror. Yeah, we do get a torpedo hit on the main as well. Looks like he damaged con that flood right away, though. And then we'll move towards the Conqueror, right, where our concealment's 5.4. He's at 7.1 kilometers, right? So we can continue to push up. That gives our torpedoes a little bit better chance to actually do some hits, right, if we're not firing at maximum torpedo range, right? So we got some loaded there. I'll fire a little bit short, right, in case he slows down, turns away, maneuvers a little bit. We have a little bit better chance there. He, of course, is getting picked on by at least 3 ships behind me on my team. And yep, we're right at concealment range here, so we might actually get spotted. Which wouldn't be a big deal, right? We've got, game should be won at this point, right? I've seen some crazy things happen with how many games I've played, but, you never know, right? So, yep, that gives us a 3rd kill, so that puts us over the top. I think that's our 1001 kill. We will take a quick peek at the leaderboard here. We probably did pretty good, seeing as how we capped 3 zones. We got 3 solo capture on zones, yep, so that puts us at the top easily. Almost 3,000 XP. So just, yep, always say, like, doing your job sometimes can pay off with credit earnings and the leaderboard at the end of the game, too. It's not always about kills and damage. And then I'll quick go through how I have the ship set up, right? So aiming system here, propulsion mod, concealment is a must, absolutely, for that ship. And then I do have the torpedo reload mod here, right? So you get better reload time, and then we have the epic and legendary mod boosters on there, right? So we do get some more damage as we get kills. And then, yeah, 1001 kills there. And then, yeah, so I am using Commander Sela with a couple of free-to-play inspirations in the slots there. Right, the free-to-play commander here, I always forget his name, but he's fine too, right? You can do a very similar build, just pick torpedo stuff here, right? So the only one that's a little bit different with her is this one here, which gives you this torpedo detectability, right? 100 meters less, right? So it makes it a little bit tougher for enemies to spot your torpedoes, right? And then I went with speed and, of course, unstoppable for my legendary perk there. But that is going to be our video for the day, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you are following the channel. I really do appreciate that. I am still kind of a small channel, so I do notice when 1 or 2 people start, follow the channel. Appreciate that. Appreciate the subscription. That helps me out. And then, yeah, if you're interested, I do occasionally go on live stream here and there. It's kind of random. It's usually later in the evenings, right? I'm Central Time in the U.S., so... but yeah, if you're interested in that, I don't have like a set schedule, right? So my recommendation would be hit the bell icon, right? And get notifications for my channel that way. If we do go live, you'll kind of see it pop up on the schedule, and then usually I'm kind of on within like the hour or so after I do that, right? If I can plan ahead, right? But thanks again. Make sure you're following. Yeah, Legends videos just about every day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.